These plays are going to give you the highest probability of winning today. This is the Daily Profit brought to you by Linemaker Sports. In today's show, we're going to go through some of the highest probability plays in the NBA, and also we're going to talk about this past weekend because you might not want to miss exactly what we did and what you're going to be a part of in the future. So let's go ahead and let's get into it for today. All right, so let's first talk about what happened on Friday. All right, Friday we had one play that we ended up going with. All right, it was Evan Mobley over 30 plus PRA. All right, so this one ended up cashing pretty easily. All right, he had 60+% probability. He ended up hitting that one pretty much, I'd say right in the fourth quarter. He ended up hitting that one. So, but it really wasn't in doubt. He had like 21 points, rebounds, and assists through the first quarter. So he ended up crushing that one. All right, and then we made our way to Saturday. All right, so Saturday we had Eichel for the Golden Knights over 0.5 points. All right, he had a 75% probability for that. That was on the verge pretty much of being an F-bomb there. He ended up crushing that one as well. All right, so with that one, then we hit Eichel. Then we went to the UFC. So in the UFC, we had 3 not to go the distance plays. All right, so the first one was Vallejos, NGD. A lot of people are asking, like, what does NGD mean? It means not to go the distance, okay? That means that it can't go 3 rounds. But we ended up crushing that one. Then we had another one. It was Musasas. Which actually, this was a crazy fight right here. Because he was minus like 800. And he ended up getting kicked in the head and then choked out. But luckily that helped us because we had to not go the distance. And then finally we had, let's see, what was the name of that last one here? It was Ribeiro. To not go the distance. Same thing happened here. Well, it wasn't crazy favorite that ended up losing, but still, we ended up cashing the not to go the distance. So, sweep weekend for everybody. All right, we absolutely crushed it. Like I said, Mobley we had on Friday. Eichel, Vallejos, Musasas, Ribeiro did not go the distance in the UFC. We swept the entire board. So, great weekend. Like I said, guys, if you guys are part of the team, make sure you guys comment down below and let everybody know what the winning team is doing and how to be a part of the winning team and what it's like to be a part of it. All right, like I said before and I said on the last show, we are in the midst of developing the Linemaker AI. All right, where there's going to be a section where it's just going to be software, and the software is going to spit out the probability plays for a lot of the stuff throughout the day. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you guys want access to that, make sure you click the link in the description. It's that simple. And guess what? You can just start printing money just like how I show you guys. All right? It's that simple to be a part of. Now let's go ahead and talk about today's play. Now before we get into today's play, I do want to talk about something that includes the mindset and things that you need to understand when you're playing the plays that I do. Okay? So most of the plays that I play look like this. All right? They look like, if you look at the bet tracker, if you have access to the app and stuff, they are minus 200, minus 220, minus 250. This is what it looks like, all right? A lot of people think that's crazy. A lot of people think, oh, well, like, I would never play stuff like that because if I bet $100 here, I'm winning 50 back, right? I don't get to double my money. That's not what it's about. It's not about doubling your money. What it's about is finding high probability plays that are going to give you the most high rate of winning. That is what it's really about. Because, for example, let's just say, right off the bat, if I had 10 cups on a table, all right, 8 of them had balls in them. I told you, if you give me $100, if you choose a cup that has a ball in it, I'm going to give you 50 back. So what you're going to get, what? Your 150 is what you would get. Who would go for that deal? I think almost everybody would go for that deal. Why? Because what is this? This means you have an 80% shot at winning, right? So you have to look at it that way. That is what these type of plays are going to provide. Not every single play is going to be like that and have an 80% probability of winning or 75 or an 85, but you have to find those. When you find those certain plays, that have those probabilities of winning, this is what the game looks like. All right, it looks like this, to where it's like, all right, well, 8 out of 10 times I should win. Why not would I do that? Or would you rather do this? You know, you have 10 cups, 5 have balls in them, and then if you win, I'll give you $90, which would equal 190 bucks. But you only have what? A 50% chance of getting that. Okay? So which one would you rather go with? The majority would go here. Okay? Why? Because it's a slim chance you're going to pick one of those cups that don't have nothing in it. Instead, you will probably pick a cup that has a ball in it if you have 8 of those 10 cups have balls in them. When you're here, you got a 50-50 shot, right? And that doesn't equate what the money is here. Okay? Because this right here is what a minus 110 line looks like. And this is the probability on most of them. If you're lucky, some of them are below that actually. And look, you're not even doubling your money there, but you have a 50-50 shot. So this is where your eyes have to light up when it comes to sports betting. This is where you have to wake up. Because the majority of people out there, the majority of sports bettors, they land here. All right? They land here. And they lose all the time, nonstop. As in me, in the elite group that I've created, we land in this spot. And this is where you make money. This is where you win. This is where you create sweeps like I just showed you on a weekend where you did nothing but win and all you experience is winning. So like I said, if you guys want to be a part of this stuff right here, this stuff, and not a part of that, and you want to stop doing that, make sure you guys click the link in the description so you can join the team with all the other guys that are in there. All right, so that way you could be a part of a winning syndicate rather than everybody that tries to teach you. They don't even really try to teach you, actually. They don't teach you anything. They just try to send you picks, and guess what? They end up losing. So if you want to be a part of the winning team, make sure you guys click the link in the description. All right, let's talk about today's play now. So we're going to talk about DeMar DeRozan. Okay, DeMar DeRozan over 25 plus. This means 24.5 too. All right, 25 plus PRA. This is an alt line. Right now you can find it at DraftKings, FanDuel. Okay, percentage wise, we got a 69% probability of this occurring. He is going against the 4th worst team versus the small forward position. All right, so what do we got going for us here? Let me switch these markers out because these are starting to get a little worn out. All right, so DeMar DeRozan over 25 plus. Like I said, this also can be 24.5. This is another thing that some people get a mistake on sometimes because it'll say like 25 plus. They think they got to get over 25. If you get 25, you end up winning that bet. Okay, so that goes for any type of play like this. In hockey, goals, all that, when it says like 1 plus, that really means over 0.5. All right, that's just a little side lesson there just to help you guys because some people don't understand that when they look at that. All right, but DeRozan to go over 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists, an alt line. We got a 69% probability here, which is very good. If you dig a little bit deeper in there, you'll see it's a better position than 69%. All right, he's going against the 4th worst team versus small forwards. So we got a good matchup here. Not the best matchup, but we got a good matchup. Got a pretty good probability. Like I said, you dig a little bit deeper, you find that he has actually a better probability than that. And then, like I said, it's an alt line. 25 plus is not too hard. He relies on scoring. So, I mean, he's going to have to put points up. He's not really a rebounds and assist guy too much. Okay, but he's got to be able to at least score, I would say at least 20. If he gets at least 20 points, we should be in that realm of where he can hit this number pretty easily. All right, he could possibly hit the number just straight up points because that's sometimes what DeRozan does. All right, sometimes he doesn't produce really any point or any rebounds and assists, and he just goes straight scoring. But we'll see what happens. All right, but tonight, DeMar DeRozan, we got over 25 plus. Like I said, you can find this at DraftKings, you can find it at FanDuel, offshores, you can find it Bet Online, BetUS, Fliff, Rebet. You don't got no excuse to not be able to get these numbers. All right, but the offshores, they will be pretty expensive because at DraftKings, FanDuel, this still is a little bit decently expensive. But like I said, the probability when you dig deeper, there's still value there. All right, so DeMar DeRozan, over 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists. We got a good probability here going against the fourth worst team against small forwards. Let's keep this streak going on the show. I think we've won like 5 in a row on the show. So let's try to keep this streak rolling. All right, and like I said, if you guys want to be a part of the other streak where you're winning all the time, make sure you guys click the link down in the description. As always, I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports. I'll see you guys in the next show. Till then, I'm out.